Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion. This is Campin with Champion, and I am currently somewhere in the vicinity of the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. On Google Maps, I found this cockpit from an airplane or something in the woods by the Space and Rocket Center. I'm gonna go and try and find it right now and see if I can't stealth camp in it tonight. I've never been here before. I mean, I've been to the Space and Rocket Center. I've never been to these woods before, so I don't know what the thing's gonna look like. I saw one picture of it. It looked pretty cool in the picture, so we're gonna go check it out. I don't even know if I'm allowed to be back here right now, but there were absolutely zero signs saying that I couldn't come back here. There's like a trail back here and everything, so I think we're good. All right, let's go find this thing. Here's the trail. On Google Maps, there's a picture of an old cockpit just down in the woods back here, somewhere along this trail. I'm not even sure how long this trail is, but hopefully it's not too long because it is already close to time for the sun to be setting. This is a really cool trail. It's very pretty back here. Still haven't found the cockpit yet though. Hope it hasn't been removed or something. Sometimes the pictures on Google Maps can be very old and you can actually check the date, but I forgot to do that. So man, I can smell honeysuckles everywhere, but I don't see any. But the sweet smell of honeysuckles is overwhelming. It's really nice. There it is. Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Oh my gosh. That is really freaking neat. Let's go inside and check it out. Heck yeah. I think this is going to work out just fine. I am a little worried about what might be living underneath this, but oh well. This is going to be absolutely perfect. This might be one of the cooler spots I've found, but I got to be honest, as soon as I got here, I had the urge to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna have to leave and go somewhere, and then we'll come back and set up camp. Oh, I'm cutting that out. As soon as I came out of the trail, someone else came out of the trail on a bike. I had no idea they were even in there. That's kind of scary. The sun has completely set. It still looks a little bright in my camera screen, but it's pitch black in those woods right now. So before I go and camp in the woods all night, I'm gonna take my scooter and ride around the campus here at the Space and Rocket Center and check it out. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I even brought my helmet like a responsible adult. A security guard just went past me, but he didn't stop and say anything. I had my truck parked in the parking lot across from the woods where the cockpit is, but there's no signs or anything saying that this place closes at a certain time or anything like that, so I think I'm okay. This is cool. I know it's hard to see, but there's a Hummer right here, and then I guess an old helicopter, like half a helicopter over there. I think this is a new building. It says Space Camp Skills Training, but check this out. I have no clue what kind of jet that is. It does say something on the side of it, but I don't want to get too close because I don't want that security guard to have any reason to come and tell me to leave. I'd like to be able to ride around for a little bit before I get ran off. There is the space shuttle. in the distance there. I really wish I could get closer to this stuff, but I do believe you have to pay admission, and they're probably closed by now. But it's still pretty cool. Hopefully you can see it even from this far away. I'll try to get closer to some other stuff. Here's a cool sign with some facts about Uranus. There's these statues. There's this one. This is dedicated to the Army aviator whose gallantry and call to duty inspire them to live their motto, above the best. Okay, here's a much better shot of the Space Shuttle Pathfinder. This is really cool to see because I've been watching this show lately called For All Mankind, and it's all about space, and it's kind of like an alternate history of what really happened with the space race and all that kind of stuff. Here is Space Camp. I should look into this, see if my kids want to go to it. Look at this thing. It is huge. I'm not sure how tall that is. It's got to be like 20, 30 stories tall, right? Holy crap. Oh, it's so big. That's freaking awesome. Look at this engine. This is the F1 Saturn engine. Holy crap. That's wild. Imagine if I had one of those on a scooter. Here's some facts about the Saturn F1. 18.5 feet tall, 12.3 feet wide, weighing in at 18,000 pounds. So here's a little example of how big this Saturn V rocket is. 363 feet tall. It is taller than the Statue of Liberty by like 53 feet, something like that. So big, y'all. I wish I could fly my drone around it. I rode around for a bit longer. Honestly, I was just killing time because I was pretty nervous about going back to my truck after the security guard saw me there. I mean, he saw me take my scooter out and everything, and it was already pretty much dark at that point. So he had to be wondering, like, what is this guy doing riding a scooter around? Especially because the Space and Rocket Center is already closed at this time, but I knew I had to head back at some point. Real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, HOVERAir. This is the HOVERAir X1 PROMAX, an 8K tracking drone that fits right in my pocket. It was just named one of Time's best inventions of 2025 and packs 8K resolution in a compact under 250 gram body, giving you massive performance in a tiny frame. This is hands down the best tracking drone in its class. It supports follow speeds up to 26 miles per hour with burst up to 37 miles per hour. It stays focused on you so you can focus on the action. It's essentially a pocket-sized cameraman. Whether you're walking, running, riding an e-bike or scooter, it handles cinematography while you stay in the moment. You all know that I love drone shots, but traditional drones are just too bulky for a quick trip, and smartphones can't get these angles. The X1 Pro Max gives you that professional 8K look without the heavy gear bag. It features 15 plus auto flight modes ready to go. No complicated controllers needed. Just fold it out, hit the button, and let it fly. It's ready for any adventure at a moment's notice. I have barely scratched the surface of the amazing features built into this tiny drone. This thing can capture shots in 30 seconds that would take me 30 minutes to set up on a traditional drone. Unlock your flying camera experience with HOVERAir X1 Pro Max right now by clicking the link in my description and in the pinned comment. Thank you once again to HOVERAir for sponsoring today's video. I should probably head back to the truck. I'm really nervous now because of that security guard that came by. Because my truck's going to be in that spot all night, and if he's going to be on duty all night, there's no way he's not going to come over there and like check on the truck, right? I don't know. I guess it matters because I won't be in it. I'll be in the cockpit. Well, nothing left to do but to do it. Let's go to camp. I went back to my spot where I had the truck parked at, and I was about to get things ready to go off into the woods, and that security guard came back by again. And this time he was like, "You packing up for the night?" I was like, "Yeah, about to head out." And he left. He didn't tell me to leave or anything like that, but that's multiple times he's seen me now, so there's just no way that I can park over there and get into the woods to camp at the cockpit. So I went down the road to this Marriott hotel. I'm going to park my truck here, get my scooter back out, and I'm going to try and ride back over to the woods without that security guard seeing me. And if I can just get to the trail on my scooter, I'll be good to go. Once I get in the woods, I'm going to be fine. It's just not getting spotted by him again on my way there. And it feels like the dude is everywhere. Luckily, they have these green lights on top of their cars, so you know it's them. But I'm starting to think there's more than one of them, because that's like the third time that I've seen them. And twice was back there where I had my truck parked, and one time it was when I was up here at the Space and Rocket Center. So I think there's more than one. But if I can get into the woods, I'll be good for the night. I just got to get there without getting spotted. There's the security guard again. It's nice of them to have those bright green lights on the top so that you know who they are. Hopefully you can hear me. I have a camera mounted on the top of my helmet now. But that security guard just went by, and if he's doing rounds, then hopefully I can make it over there to the woods before he comes back. I think we're good. I made it into the entrance of the woods. Now I just got to find that cockpit again. Might be a little harder in the dark. Lots of big roots. Makes it very hard to ride on the scooter. Ow! I just got hit in the face with a branch. There it is. Heck yeah. We made it. It's pretty scary out here, honestly. The freaking light on top of my camera fell off somewhere. Oh well. Luckily I have a second light on here now, so should be okay. But I'm gonna get this bag off and I don't know, set a chair up and sit down for a minute. I can't believe we actually got back here. I really was starting to doubt it because I could tell he was on to me, you know? So, heck yeah, I'm excited. Found another trail. I think this may be like a shortcut. I hope so, because I forgot to lock my truck, so I gotta ride the scooter back and do that. Yes, this is a huge shortcut right through here. Let's go. Looks like my new home has roaches. Gross. So it turns out that is not the only roach in our cockpit. They are everywhere. Well, I just shined the light and most of them ran off. I see at least 6 or 7 more. I don't know if y'all will be able to see them on camera or not. Ugh. I don't know what to do. I really don't want to stay in here now. Because of the roach situation, I've decided I will not be camping inside there. Ah. I think I'm just gonna camp out in front of the cockpit because I don't want roaches getting in my bags and stuff. I really, really wish I would have brought a hammock now because all I have is an inflatable mat. And that is it. Dang it. From now on, I'm gonna start keeping an extra hammock just in the back of my truck, just for emergency camping situations. Dang it. That's okay. It'll roll with the punches. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camping chair out and get it set up. Oh no. I forgot to wash my pan. It is filthy. I don't know if y'all can see how dirty that is or not. I do have some baby wipes, I believe, so I'll clean it out with that. While I'm setting this chair up, I will tell you why I had to take down my video last Friday and I had to wait a few days to put it back up. Well, I had a sponsor for that video and I signed a contract that said I will send you the sponsored segment to the company a few days before it goes live so that they can look at it. Well, I forgot to do that. And by forgetting to do that, I was therefore in breach of the contract, which means they didn't have to pay me. So I had to take it down until I could get it to them and have them look at it. It was a Friday, they're in Germany and they were home for the weekend, so no one could look at it until Monday. That's basically why I had to take it down. And I just got that new camper and that's another $250 a month payment. And I absolutely could not afford that without these sponsors, so I had to take it down. YouTube AdSense money does not pay enough on its own for me to not have to take sponsors. I know some people, you guys, obviously Steve Wallace doesn't take sponsors. Luke from Outdoor Boys doesn't take sponsors, but there's a huge difference between me and those guys. First of all, Luke from Outdoor Boys was a very successful lawyer before he ever started YouTube. I think he was a partner in a firm. Steve, he doesn't have kids, and things are a lot cheaper when you don't have kids. As long as whatever the product is, you'll never see me promote gambling, anything with nicotine, anything alcoholic, anything like that on this channel. But as far as like a mobile game, if it's not hurting anyone and it's a decent product, I have no problem promoting it. Believe me, I would love not to have to do sponsors. Like tonight's sponsor, HOVERAir. I freaking love that drone, and I am not lying when I tell you that. So I have no problem promoting some of these things. It's just that I'm just very new to this, right? So to be honest, I didn't read the whole contract when I signed it, okay? Because it was long, there was a lot of words, but that's the reason. Enough about all that crap. Let's get back to the fun stuff, camping. I put this hoodie on momentarily while I was riding the scooter because it was a little chilly riding the scooter, but I'm sweating like crazy now. I gotta take this thing off. Whew. Much better. The wind just started blowing like crazy. I hope it's not going to rain because I am not prepared for that whatsoever. I checked the weather multiple times and there's absolutely zero chance of rain. Look at all this, I don't know if that's pollen or what, falling off the trees on top of me. I just saw somebody go by. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Y'all, I just saw somebody go flying by the outside of the trail. That was crazy. That scared the crap out of me. What is that? There's something moving out there. I swear, it looked like a person. The security just went by. Oh my gosh. I think I know what it was. So I think what I saw was whatever this white thing is, some kind of trash. I think it blew by. Yeah. So this blew in front of me, and I thought it was a person because it was so big. It was just floating in the wind, and oh my gosh, it looked just like a person just running by. That might be the closest I've ever come to thinking I saw a ghost. Holy crap. So the security guard also came by. Luckily I didn't have my light on at that time. Y'all, the wind is blowing so hard, I'm really getting scared it's gonna rain. And I don't know if it's pollen or what, but something is blowing off these trees. It's getting in my eyes and everything. I've come to a decision. I don't like it here. I wanted to sleep in that cockpit, but I'm not going in there with all those roaches. And I'm definitely not cooking my food in there. The wind keeps blowing, it's blowing all these particles or something out of the tree. I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but I don't want to cook underneath all these trees either. And I thought about going outside the tree somewhere to try and cook, but if I do that, that security guard is definitely going to see me. So I think what I'm going to do is pack all my stuff up, head back to my truck, and I'm just going to... What was that? Also, these tree limbs keep creaking, and it's kind of freaking me out because I'm worried they might snap and fall on me or something. But I'm going to go back to my truck, and I think what I'm going to do is just inflate my air mattress in the back of the truck and camp in there for the rest of the night. And I can cook my food back there without worrying about all kinds of stuff getting inside of it. So that's what I'm going to do. This was a good idea though. I really like this cockpit. I should have brought a hammock and a tarp and I would have been fine, but oh well. We're gonna make a pivot, head back to the truck and cook our food in there. I'm cooking kraut and weenies and making deviled eggs. This is gonna be good. It is raining, so I made the right choice to pack up when I did. I'm gonna hurry up, get on this scooter and get back to the truck. Bug landed on my arm. Get back to the truck before I get soaked. I'm back in the truck. This truck is not set up for camping whatsoever. Got tools back here, and I had to throw my scooter in here. I actually took everything out that I put in here when I camped in here that one time because I was getting ready to start fixing it up back here for real camping. So there was nothing back here but tools and stuff. All I need though is to be able to get my inflatable mat out and I'll be able to sleep. I'm starving though. This night has not gone to plan whatsoever. So it's pretty late. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my dinner ready. First thing I'm gonna do is chop up these hot dogs. Now, I usually only eat all beef hot dogs, but when I'm making kraut and weenies, I don't care what kind of hot dog it is. I'm gonna fry these up. First, I'm gonna slice them into small pieces and then fry those up. I got some oil here, and then I've got a bowl of sauerkraut. I've never cooked this for just one person before, so I'm just gonna cook the entire pack. 1 down, 7 more to go. My arm started getting wet all of a sudden. I look back and there's water just pouring in back here. So this thing is not sealed up well. Okay, well, I mean, I'm glad I discovered this now and not after I got... There's that security guard again. I got to get back to chopping up these glizzies. My windows are obviously not tinted whatsoever, and people are driving by and they can definitely just see me in here. I'm just sitting in the back of my truck. Oh man. Alright, well, our wieners are all chopped up and ready to be fried. Check this out, y'all. I got this folding spatula from REI. So I went to REI a few weeks ago before I did the kayaking trip and bought some dehydrated meals for me and Lance to eat. And when I checked out, they guilt tripped me into signing up for like REI membership or something like that. It was like $30, but they gave me a $30 gift card to REI, which doesn't go far in REI, I've learned. That's the only time I've ever actually been in one. Anyways, so I used a $30 gift card to get this, some Zippo fluid, and a Mountain House meal. It was a Mountain House meal I'd never seen before. It was like a pepperoni pizza, so I want to try that. Anyways, I really like this. Folds up nice and small. Okay, well, I'm going to add some oil. And we're going to fry these wieners up. This should be enough. I have this carbon monoxide detector, and right now it went from 0 to 7 parts per million in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to need to open the back window here, let some fresh air in. 7 parts per million won't hurt you, but it's going to continue to build in here. So I might as well get some ventilation going. If you're ever out there camping, back of a truck, tent, whatever, you really need a carbon monoxide detector. If you're going to be cooking at all or using a little buddy heater inside a tent or inside a truck like this, I know you're not supposed to, but people do. I do. So it's best to be safe and just get yourself one of these little detectors. They're not super expensive and they could save your life. I was watching Small Plots live stream the other day, and one of the people commenting said that their 7-year-old daughter loved watching my videos. So I want to give a shout out to Delta. That's a really cool name, by the way. Thank you for watching the videos, and I'm glad you and your dad liked them. It got a bit smoky in here, but I've got them all fried up. I like them a little burned like that. I don't know if you can see it or not. Now, we'll just add the sauerkraut. Just dump that in there. Oh, there we go. And we'll fry the sauerkraut up and we'll be done. I believe our kraut and weenies are all done. That took me a lot longer than it normally would on a regular stove. Looks good to me. Next, I'm gonna make some super basic deviled eggs. Got about 3 boiled eggs here. I'm gonna cut those in half, take the yolk out, mix it with some mayo, some mustard, and then put it back in. I know most people put relish in their deviled eggs, but I don't like relish, so I don't do that. This is the bag that I brought the deviled eggs in, so I'm just gonna drop the yolks into this bag so I can use it as a mixing container because I didn't really bring anything to mix it up with. Dang it! Got our bag of yolks. Now we just gotta add some mayo and some mustard. I stopped by a store on the way up here and grabbed like 4 packs of mustard. I brought this sack of mayonnaise from home. I didn't have anything to really put it in, so I just stuck it in this bag. Not sure how to get this out of here. You know what? I think I'm gonna tear the corner off of here so I can just squeeze it out. That should work just fine. Okay, that may have been way too much mayo actually. All right, got all our ingredients in there. I'm gonna add a little salt in there as well. We're just gonna squish that all around. And I most definitely put way too much mayo in there. I may have just ruined this. Dang it. I can't believe I did that. Our mixture is all mixed up. Now we just got to get it inside our eggs. One, two, three. There we go. This is actually much creamier than normal, but that's probably because of how much mayonnaise I used. One last touch. I'm going to put some of this J-Dobo seasoning salt on the top of them. Dinner is served. We have 6 deviled eggs and a whole pan of kraut and weenies. And for tonight's drink, I have this bubbler antioxidant sparkling water that boosts, energizes, and restores balance. A subscriber sent this to me, and I believe, so I forgot to put it in my phone because I just got the package. But I believe it was, he sent me a note with it, and I want to say it was Dr. Bash. So thank you, Dr. Bash. But first, let me try one of these deviled eggs. So I am very afraid that I put way too much mayo. Looks good. Very mayo-y, but still pretty freaking good. It'd be a lot better if I was able to put it in the refrigerator and let them get cold. Woo! That is still hot. Look at this, y'all. Kraut and weenies is something that we always have at like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I never actually ate it as just like a main course before. One time, I really love Thanksgiving food. Ham, kraut and weenies, deviled eggs. And one time I invented a whole new holiday just so I could get my family to cook that food. I called it Second Giving. And I think I'd have it around like May or June, something like that. And for like 2 or 3 years, the whole family showed up for it. Everyone would just bring food. It was a second Thanksgiving. It was really cool. I just made it up and could not believe that people were actually going along with it. But people really don't need that much of a reason to get together and eat a bunch of food. I'm going to finish eating, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done. There's no way I'm eating all of this. Actually, I forgot to try the drink. Let's try that real quick. I usually don't like sparkling water. It's hard to explain, but it tastes so weird to me. But this is the second one I've had. I had this, and then my cousin John brought me some kind of sparkling water one night, and it was good. So that's two. Maybe my taste buds have changed. All right, I'm going to drink this. I'm going to finish eating. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. I decided that instead of staying in that hotel parking lot, that if I was going to sleep in the back of my truck, I at least wanted to be at the Space and Rocket Center. So I drove here to the Space and Rocket Center, and I parked to where the shuttle Pathfinder is right out my back window. So when I lay down, I'll be staring at it. But as soon as I pulled in, these two security guards came out from their desk. I don't know where they are now, but they came up to the windows. I don't know if you can see that or not. They came up to their window and were just kind of looking at me. So I don't think it's going to be possible to stay here. I actually thought they were going to come out here and ask me what I was doing or something, but they didn't. Dang it, I really wanted to stay here. How cool would it be to sleep and like just be looking out at the space shuttle the whole time? That would be cool. If you look in my mirror, you can actually see the shuttle in my side mirror. Uh-oh. Here comes that security guard again. He may actually run me off this time. Because he came flying around there like someone told him. Oh, he kept going. Yes, he kept going. I thought for sure he was coming over here this time. Because this got to be like the 5th time he's seen my truck. I thought for sure those other security guards called him or something. Oh, he's coming back around. It just has felt like all night security has been suspicious of me, but they haven't, like no one has come out and been like, hey, what are you doing? You need to go or anything like that. So I don't know. It's like when I pulled in here, these two guys, they walked up to the window and were just staring at me, but they didn't come outside. I don't know. I'm worried if I try and go get in the back of my truck for sleep, that then they'll come out. I may just do it anyways at this point. This whole night has been not like I planned, so who cares if they run me off? If they don't run me off, it'll be a cool spot to stay though. Okay, this time he actually stopped at the door. I can see them through the window, kind of just standing and pacing around in there. I don't know if you can see them, but now they're just kind of looking out here. Uh-oh. Okay, so the guy opened the door, but then he went back in. He came out, got back in his car, and is leaving again. This is so weird. Is this what he does all night? He just kind of drives around in circles? To be honest, he is not doing a good job because I have been very suspicious tonight. He should have definitely asked me what I was up to. What I've decided to do is I'm going to sit here. I'm going to pick the winner for the portable camping chair that I talked about in this video that I just put out Wednesday. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It was a really good video. I feel like it was a whole lot of fun to film for sure. But anyways, I'm going to pick the winner of the portable camping chair, and then I'll read a few comments from that video as well. And after I do that, I'll make the decision on whether I want to try and climb in the back and sleep here or not. I think I'm going to though. All right, so the winner of the portable camping chair is Kuda Pimp. I missed the old dumpster divings mid-camp. Oh, don't worry. Dumpster diving will be back this summer. I got on a really bad streak there where I wasn't finding anything for multiple camps, but we're going to get back into some dumpster diving this summer and we're going to find some stuff. But make sure you send me an email at campingwithchampion@gmail.com. Give me your address and I'm going to order that chair right off Amazon and have it sent to you. All right, let's read some comments. This comment is from Melissa Webb, I think. Fun video. I love the dad jokes. I love how you thought of Tony and the exoskeleton. I'm so happy it's helped him. You know, when I first learned about these exoskeletons, Tony was the first person I thought of. I know they advertise them for people just to help people who can already walk well, to help them hike more and stuff. But I was like, man, that would be perfect for him because he just can't lift his leg all the way up like he used to before his stroke. And I knew there was a pretty good chance that they would sponsor me and give me one, but I really didn't think they would give me 2 of them. But I reached out and they were like, yeah, we'll definitely sponsor a video. And so then I said, hey, can you give me 2 of them? And I explained to them the whole situation with Tony and everything, and they were up for it. So huge shout out to Hypershell for that. And they really do work, and I'm not joking. I'm not just saying that because they gave them to us. They really do. If you ever get a chance to wear one, when you turn it off after you've been walking with it, your legs feel like they weigh twice as much as they did before because you have to go back to using your own regular leg power. All right, next comment. This comment is from Jonathan Rollins 1603. My favorite duo. Thank you, Jonathan. Me and Tony always have a lot of fun together. And every time I'm around him, I seem to get free food. So it's a win-win for me. This comment is from Doug Jenkins 3875. Awesome to see the difference for Tony. What a friend you are, Todd. Keep up the great videos. Thank you very much, Doug. And it was cool to see that it actually did help him because I was worried about that. You never know with these new kind of things that come out if they actually do what they say they're going to do. But I was super happy for him that it helped him. And hopefully he can wear that thing and go on hikes and stuff like that again. Lon Peculia 8206. I have no idea how to say that. What do you call it when you mix holy water with a laxative? A religious movement. Dang, that was a good one. Thanks for the dad jokes. Pretty funny. Love the content. Keep it up. That whole thing was Tony's idea. He's been wanting to do that for a while, and that was just kind of the perfect timing. What his original plan was for us to do a stealth camp somewhere pretty risky, and then we tell each other dad jokes to try and make each other laugh, you know, in a spot where you don't really want to be loud. But that was a good idea by Tony. All right, last comment, and this one is from Zave420. The microphones on the stick was a good touch. Good guy for thinking about others, man. I love that. Also, love your videos, champ. I don't know why, but that was the funniest thing to me, sticking that microphone on the end of a stick like that. There was a lot of stuff that I just didn't keep in the video where I was holding that mic into Tony's face. And one time when we were cooking, he took the pan off of the butane stove, and I don't know what I was doing, but I had the microphone on the stick and I like leaned it over and almost stuck it right in that fire. That would have been bad. But yeah, I'm sure that's going to catch on, and instead of wearing mics on your shirts, everybody's just going to put them on the end of a twig or something like that. All right, y'all. That's it for the comments, and I'm going to work up the courage to run back here and get in the back of the truck. I mean, no one's came out here yet, so, I mean, I don't know. I figure I might as well just go for it. The only thing I'm a little worried about is once I get back there, I want to use my inflator. I didn't bring my freaking pad inflator, so I have to pump it by hand. Oh, no. That's not going to be fun. First of all, that takes forever, and second of all, this whole truck is going to be shaking like crazy. Oh my gosh. Dang it, man. This is one thing after another tonight. So, I never went to sleep. I don't know if it was the kraut and weenies or most likely the deviled eggs, but my stomach was killing me all night. I climbed back here for about 5 minutes and my stomach started hurting and I had to go drive to a store and find a bathroom. I had to drive all over town to find a place with an open bathroom. All the Waffle Houses around here only do to-go orders at night and you can't go inside of them. Anyways, then I came back and about 20 minutes later it happened again. So I went back. This time I found a racetrack gas station and I was scared to leave the parking lot because my stomach was hurting so bad. So I just sat there and edited video for a little while. I think it was probably around 4 o'clock in the morning when my stomach finally stopped hurting. So I just figured, you know what? I'm going back to the Space and Rocket Center. I'll edit video and I'll watch the sun come up over the space shuttle. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here, I'm editing some video, and I'm just gonna watch the sunrise. It is fully daylight. I'm getting pretty tired and people are starting to arrive for work. I've gotten a couple of looks because I have my back window wide open because my back window was so dirty I couldn't see the shuttle, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose, you know. I'm gonna climb out of here and I'll talk to y'all when I get on the road. What a weird night. Almost nothing went to plan. Stomach issues, security guards all night. I'll tell you one thing though, the security guards around here are probably the worst security guards I've ever seen in my life. I was so suspicious. There's no reason they shouldn't have been like, hey dude, what are you doing? I mean, it's crazy. Half the time I could hear their music blasting. So they're just driving around in circles, bumping their music and stuff all night, which is really good for a stealth camper, but not so good for actually protecting things. I'm gonna head home. Today is a good day because today is the day that our new dog Camper is allowed to finally go outside. He's had all his vaccinations. He's immune to parvo and all that stuff, so he can finally go outside and touch grass, and I am so excited for that. Thank y'all for the ones who stuck around this long. I don't know how many people are going to finish this video because I mean, I never really went camping, you know, but that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes everything works out perfectly, and then other times it's like a fight just to get through the camp. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. I truly am appreciative of every single one of you guys. All right, y'all. I'll see you next week for another camp. Bye, everybody.